Mrs. Baldwin. Thank you for coming in today. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
Well, I came here voluntarily because I'm just trying to see how can I adjust coming back from home and, starting my master's program, being away from my family. It's just hard right now for me.
Yeah, no, that's a huge transition. I totally understand why it would be really stressful. Tell me a little bit about what's been the hardest adjustment being back in the U.S.
I think it's just not having family members around the area.
Yeah.
I really count on them, so it's good to have social media or text messages to communicate with my family back home.
So what does family back home look like, as far as like your family that you're closest with?
I'm very close with my parents, my siblings as well, but I am very tight with my cousins and uncles and aunts. We usually have gatherings like all the time, so I really miss that and just having that support system.
Yeah, no, it sounds like back home, like when you are able to go back, like you have a lot of people surrounding you that you're close with and you're able to open up with. So as far as being back in the U.S., tell me a little bit about the support system that you have here. Like, is there anyone that you're able to kind of like turn to when things are difficult for you?
I do. I have a boyfriend. We've been dating for almost 2 years
Wow.
now. He's in school as well, so it's nice having him around the area.
Right.
I also have friends in my master's program. We really try to go through this journey together. So it's nice to have them around me.
No, I think it's definitely important, especially with that transition of you coming back, but then also starting this new master's program. It's kind of like a new chapter for you.
It is.
So I think it is important that you do have those like people around you. And as far as, because I know the master's program must be difficult, and so what are some forms, I guess, just of self-care that you have to kind of help you like in those moments where it does get challenging?
I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm really big on self-care.
Yeah.
I do acknowledge that, and I try to, hang out with my friends, go for a cup of coffee, watch movies, go by the pool.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed, I realize that I need to take a break. So I do those kind of activities.
That's great. And you said like as far as like when those moments do come, how often, I guess, like would you say like that you like feel like stressed or like anxious or things like that? Is it often or?
Sometimes it is. It all depends on my mood, I guess. But I do feel like most of the times I feel anxious just because I want to do everything and be on top of everything and not feel that overwhelmed or that I know that I'm procrastinating.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of hard trying to balance that life, and I'm just trying to get to know what exactly like my schedule is going to look like.
Right.
Plus I have internship as well.
Yeah, so you have a lot going on. You have a lot of things that you're trying to balance and focus on and prioritize. So as far as coming into counseling today, did you kind of come in with any like goals or hopes of like what you'd gain from being here?
I do. I really do want to try to balance my activities like life, like school, internship, just my social life as well, but just also not having those anxious feeling that everything's like due or that I don't have a support system.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly that, like, I just wish I could see my parents physically or like hug them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So you were saying that as far as like anxiety goes, that you do feel like those anxious thoughts, like after, it seems like that those anxious thoughts are triggered when like you're stressed,
Yes.
and when you are overwhelmed and causing you to, miss your family. I mean, all that is just very understandable. So would you say the anxiety piece is probably the one you want to focus on,
Yes.
like primarily?
Yes, for sure. And it's mainly more like thoughts.
Okay.
So the more I think, the more I get anxious about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just, trying to have a peace of mind, or I don't know, just
Mhm.
trying to have something in order for me to like come back and trying to realize like, okay, I need to stop thinking about this like future,
Right.
and just be present and trying to just calm myself down and not have those anxious feelings or thoughts.
Yeah, and I think it's really great that you're able to recognize that about yourself, and to recognize that, just that like when you do have anxiety, like you wanting to, like you recognizing that those thoughts and that those are anxious thoughts, and they're not like your like reality, I guess,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
And I think that's really intuitive of you to be able to also recognize like your support system and having different people that you are able to turn to. And so I'm excited to be able to work with you just about as far as like thought replacement, and just working on kind of like building like a toolbox in a sense.
Yeah.
And so like when you are having those anxious thoughts, you have different resources and tools you can use to be able to help you with those anxious thoughts. So
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
yeah,
It's
no
fun.
problem. Wait, no.
Leo,
Oh, no, it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. No, we're at 7 minutes. It was still going that whole time. Let me stop it.
That's perfect, Naomi.